Well, the city of Macedonia is announcing the Cinemark movie theater. It's closing, but don't worry, a new theater is coming into the existing location there. B&B Theatres is investing $6 to $7 million to revitalize the space. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? They say they're going to bring what is the magic of the movies to the city. So those new additions include, you can see them there, but did you know they're heated recliners? There's a full bar, tons of new food options. B&B Theatres told 3 News they'll take over the space on March 1st. They are not yet announcing a timeline for completion, though.
I've got a really fun name for that theater.
Oh, no.
Bougie Movies.
Bougie.
Don't you think that would work?
That's actually good.
I think that would work.
Bougie box office.
Here's the problem.
Yes.
If it's a heated seat, I might fall asleep and miss the movie.
That is true.
No, don't get me too comfortable. That leads us to our question of the day. We want to know, what's one of your favorite movie theater memories? And for that, we turn to Stephanie Haney, who's been asking you guys online all day.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if you're in the mood for some romance, you got to go to the WKYC Facebook page and scroll through the rest of these answers. So many romances sparked in the movie theater. So let's get our first response. This comes from Mary Lou Wynn. She said her husband and her had their first date at the theater. They saw Hawaii. They've been married 54 years.
Oh,
lots more stories like that.
congratulations.
I'm telling you, go to that page. Now, Dee Stewart says she went with her 2 sisters to see Mary Poppins at Chapel Hill Mall. The usher said, "Do you want to see it again?" because it was empty for the next showing. So she stayed. 6 hours they were there.
Oh my
They were
goodness.
so hungry when they got home, but they said they didn't regret it.
And no heated seat.
No heated
And no
seat.
popcorn, apparently.
Probably on a popcorn budget. Now, Mark Gaglione says the last movie that he saw with his dad before his dad passed away was Empire Strikes Back at Randall Mall. So it was a special moment for him.
Yeah.
Now, in our 3 News in the Afternoon Facebook group, Dwayne Magley had a shared experience. He said it was the applause that erupted in the theater when Andrew Garfield pulled off the Spider-Man mask in No Way Home.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the movie theaters, is that shared experience. Everyone gasping together or jumping or the applause. It's a good one.
Yeah. I could share mine.
Yeah.
My first date with my lovely bride was at a movie theater, and I had no idea. I was a senior in college, and I just sort of walked up and said, I looked at what was showing, and the movie Platoon was showing.
Oh, my God.
Now,
That's what you took her to?
I hadn't seen any trailers. I had no idea what it was about, and I said, that sounds pretty good. Do you want to go? And she was like, yeah.
It was good because, you know, she's holding on to you because it's scary.
Listen, 40 seconds into it, I think she wanted to leave. But I knew that we were going to be a thing that she stuck it out for the end, because that was one of the goriest movies I've ever seen. And she is anti-violence and all of that stuff. But that was it. It all started at a Bowling Green movie theater 38 years ago, Platoon.
Listen to that is some Platoon music, right?
And we all got Tracy for it, so thanks for staying in that
true.
movie, Tracy.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so Stephanie, we understand that you are staying busy. This is a big political year, and you are looking to help voters with the biggest issues as we head into November.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of disinformation out there and a lot of stuff to tackle. So exciting news. Mike Polk Jr. and I have a new weekly show. It's covering statewide Ohio issues. So it's appropriately called Ohio Has Issues. We'll be talking with the organizers. That's right. There's a lot of them. Experts, elected officials, and candidates. This is all leading up to the November election. Our first guests are former Ohio Supreme Court Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor, also Plain Dealer politics reporter Andrew Tobias. Here's a little bit from our chat from the first episode.
It's both Republican and Democrat problem. That the maps are drawn in a way to advantage certain interest, and that has to stop.
If you had to call it right now, who's going to be the Republican candidate against Sherrod Brown?
Republican politics have become almost the exception is when a Donald Trump-backed candidate doesn't get elected or win a nomination. So I would just have to expect that Bernie Moreno is the favorite.
He's been covering politics for 15 years here in Northeast Ohio, so we were happy to have him on the show. And we're going to be talking with all 3 of the Republican U.S. Senate candidates in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. You can find Ohio Has Issues on the WKYC YouTube page right now, every Wednesday at 7:30.
That is awesome.
I like the title.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? In our lifetimes, political television has really run the gamut. There was a time in the late 90s where most of the networks were considering canceling their Sunday morning political shows.
Wow.
They thought the time had come and gone and people were no longer interested. Now, turn on a cable news network. Go ahead. Any time of day, any day of the week. What are they doing? Political news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this could be a hit.
Well, I hope so, Jay. I hope you'll join us Wednesdays at 7:30, and the first episode's out now, so go check it out.
Good luck to you
All
and
right,
Mike.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
Very good.